young soldier, and I did all that I was commanded, answering only to Caesar. Now, it was not my responsibility to question the ethics or the morality of Caesar's commands or the commands of those that he placed in command. I followed my orders to the letter. But there were times when I questioned the sanity of my rulers. And not that I would have given voice to my misgivings. No, that would have been suicidal. But on 2 occasions, I believe that my masters were profoundly mistaken. And oddly enough, on both occasions, they revolved around the same person. The first was when Herod had ordered us to march on to Bethlehem. A child had been born that Herod had felt was a threat to national security, his own security more likely. But we were ordered to kill every male-born child in the region of Bethlehem, 2 years old and younger. What threat was a 2-year-old child to him? What did one baby pose as a threat to his despotic rule? So much innocent blood. My Lord, what were we thinking? But I followed my orders to the letter. Now, it wasn't until many years later that I presided over the execution of a Jew, Jesus by name. And I hadn't realised it at the time. But this was the very same man that Herod had ordered us to kill in his massacre of the innocent children. It seemed as though it was Jesus' destiny to die at the hands of the Romans. Although I never deemed him a threat to Roman rule. He claimed to be the coming Messiah. He did good all his days. He healed the sick. And I even heard that he'd raised some from the dead. But those Jewish leaders, they hated him with a passion. They stirred up the people against him and threatened Pontius Pilate, who was the Roman governor, with civil unrest if he didn't have this Jesus crucified. Pontius Pilate could not find any fault in this man. But ultimately, in the end, handed him over to us, to me, for execution. I'm not proud of this, but we did our job with a perverted lust. We almost beat that man to death. It was like a bloodlust that couldn't be satisfied. We then forced him to carry his cross outside of Jerusalem, up a hill called Golgotha, the place of the skull. There hung him on a cross. So much innocent blood. My Lord, what were we thinking? You know, he was unlike any criminal we'd ever executed. While he hung on that cross, I heard him say, Father, forgive them. I mean, how could he? And after hanging there for agonising hours, he said these words, "It is finished." He bowed his head and he died. And there was a great and terrible earthquake, and the skies darkened like I'd never seen it before. It was as if the gods were raging at the death of this man. He was the Son of God, they say. And I don't doubt it with the way the heavens reacted at his death. Now, I'm not a superstitious man, nor am I religious. But I have another reason to believe what they say about this man. After they'd taken his body off the cross, they placed him in the tomb of one of Jerusalem's most influential men. And then I received the strangest orders of my career. We were to guard his tomb. My Lord, what were they thinking? What did they fear from a dead man? But I took my troops. We went down to the gravesite and we stood guard. And then something happened that I cannot explain. We were standing there wide awake and watchful, when all of a sudden a great light shone upon us and knocked us to the ground as though we were dead. And I saw what I saw. The stone rolled away, and out came the man, Jesus. Is this what they were afraid of? That this was the Son of God and the death could not hold him? Is this what they feared? And that they would have to bow before him? Well, they're still going to have to bow before him because he is the Son of God. Those are the facts, my friend. Now you know the truth. What are you going to do with Jesus Christ tonight?